Welcome to the Spirit-Centered Business Podcast, where we blend the spiritual with the practical for supernatural results. Now, here is your host, Bralynn Newby.
Hey guys, welcome to Spirit-Centered Business from the backyard again. I hope you enjoy the scenery. I know I do. I'm snuggled up to a rock here. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about what I do in my daily God time regarding my business, as far as getting it all set up to receive and things like that. So I hope this is useful to you. It's been really eye-opening for me. And last week in the Spirit-Centered Business Activation Group, where we actually go up into the heavenly realms and get strategy and help and all of that kind of stuff for our business, it came up, and it was quite helpful for the people there. So I thought I'd share it with you guys as well. So, I have this weird sun on my head that makes me look like I have a bald spot. That's kind of disconcerting. I think I'll just kind of scooch forward like this so it's not so bad. Anyway, just stop looking at myself. Okay, you guys. So one of the first things I do, well, maybe I need to teach a little bit about this. Okay, so a realm is like a territory. So, like, this backyard could be a realm. This is the realm of the backyard. I am a realm. I occupy this space in the physical, and whatever space I occupy in the spiritual when I am, well, all the time, but when I'm cognizant of it and intentional about being in the spirit realm, you know, I can be huge. We all can be huge. We can have mountains inside of us, you know, galaxies inside of us. So the realm is the boundary, essentially, of an entity or of a thing, right? So your business has a realm, and there's lots of entry points and gates and portals and all kinds of stuff that can happen in your business that maybe you aren't aware of, or that you need to become aware of, or make sure that are cleansed and ready to go for a kingdom business. So one of the first things that there's that sun again. There we go. How about that? Anyway, one of the first things is just to merely cleanse the whole realm. And so I typically just envision the realm, and sometimes I'm literally envisioning myself scrubbing it with scrubbers and just like washing the whole thing as if it were like the inside of a bubble or something like that. And I think about all of the gateways and the places where things can come in or go out, or things that interface with it. And so I cleanse it with Jesus' blood. And to me, sometimes the blood is red and sometimes it's gold, like liquid gold. And, you know, whatever it is for you, sometimes I'm just, I don't know why, but I see it as gold. Anyway, so I cleanse it with Jesus' blood, scrub it all clean, and then rinse it with the water of life. Bread of life, excuse me. It's not the water of life. It's the living water. That's the same thing, but you know what I mean. So the living water, I spray it all down, and I just trust that this is water straight from the throne room, and it's the water that, you know, if you want to think about it this way, that came out of Jesus' side. So it was like the water and the blood, and there's a lot you can think about the water of the word and those kinds of things. So anyway, I hose it all down. I've got a big blitzer, just spray it all down, and I specifically cleanse the gates then. Any gates, like any vendors that I'm working with, anything on the internet. You know, there's so many gateways on the internet. You've got all of the applications that you use. You've got, well, the main one is obviously your website, all of the social media portals, anywhere anyone can have access to anything having to do with your business. You know, your PayPal account or your Stripe or Square, whatever you're using, the payment gateway is a specifically good one to keep cleansed and clean and operating efficiently, because you want to set angels up there that help money come through and block anything that could be negative, right? You can have, oh, I love what Christian Carriga, Dan's Duvall wife, has an amazing ministry or business, kingdom business, and she was saying she has add to cart angels to make sure that people go ahead and finish the transaction online and continue through the cart process and don't click away. So we can always have add to cart angels, and we can have angels that highlight our marketing, you know, like put spotlights on it for the people who are supposed to see it, and cloud it over, like make it invisible for the people who are not supposed to see it. Believe it or not, our marketing is supposed to attract the people we want to work with, and it's supposed to be designed to repel the people we don't want to work with. And you know, so many people think, oh, I want to work with everybody. That is not true. You do not want to work with everybody. You only want to work with the people who you play in the sandbox well, who you can really serve well. Because at the end of the day, we're not called to serve everybody. We're called to serve those who God has for us, and those who will receive the gifts and talents. It's like casting pearls before swine. You remember that whole thing? You don't want to just try to cast your pearls in front of everybody, and it's not a move of desperation, which that mentality that I can serve everyone is kind of a desperate kind of a thing, because we just think, oh, our stuff is so amazing, everyone can use it. Yeah, but okay, that's let's just get back on our realm cleansing, gateway cleansing, and those kinds of things. Okay, back onto it. Focus. Let's cleanse my focus gate. All right. So anyway, everything online needs to be cleansed and shored up. You know, take a look at it. Like really just close your eyes and look at it in the spirit realm. And sometimes it looks like it's falling down, or like it's blocked, like there's gunk and stuff in the way of it, or like it's when I just saw that, I saw the opening of a mine shaft where it had kind of caved in, and you can only get like 2 feet in because it had caved in. So what do the gateways to your business look like? And you think about like I said, all of the interface points when you're creating content and someone is reading your content, watching your video, reading your blog, reading a social media post, looking at a picture or a meme you put up, those kinds of things. All of those are portals, gateways, however you want to frame it. It's an access and interface point. And so you want to make sure that those are all cleansed as well when you're cleansing your realm. Make sure that there's angels or beings set up, helper angels, like specifically, like people that are, I'm still looking for a tech team and a VA. And so I have helper angels who are going out and bringing my tech team and my VA to me. And I know they're on assignment. I have put them on assignment. And I know that they're just bringing exactly the right people. So I've put angels on assignment to make my emails get opened. You know, I ask for creative subject lines in my emails when I write them, and I just, you know, bless every single one so that when people do open them, they'll be blessed. I put joy on them. I put love. I put peace, patience, rest. All of those things, and then whatever the subject of the email is, I put that in there as well, so that people, when they open it, they feel those frequencies. And I put set up angels to help them open it and help them see it and help them receive the message, and then help them click if I'm offering something or inviting them to something. I'm doing this launch, and so I've been just putting out interesting things that could be, useful and helpful. You don't have to click on anything. You don't have to download anything. I just write it right into the email. And so I want those emails to be useful, helpful for people. And if you're not on my email list or in my email tribe, let me know. Hit me up somehow. You can go to my page, BralynNewby.com or SpiritCenteredBusiness.com, and sign up over there. But let me know, because I'll just make sure that all is well. I moved over to a new system, so I had to I'm on a learning curve of a new system, and I'm quite excited about it. I'm going to be talking about it a lot probably in the next few weeks, but I want to learn more about it. Let's not get distracted. Come on, Bralynn. My focus angels, let's clean that focus gate. Here we go. All right, so other things, other gateways and interface points. You have machines that you work with. Your printer, your computer, your camera, your phone. All of those things are, especially if they're connected to the internet, they're interface points with other realms. And you just want to make sure that anything is all cleansed and maintained. Another thing I do is, before I move on to other things, gateways, people that you work with, customer service. I have to just apologize, because sometimes I get short with customer service, especially when they're not helpful at all. Grr, that makes me mad. I get off my throne of rest pretty easily. So, forgive me for that. So when stuff does happen, when you do get off your throne of rest, or when you blow it in some way, or something is not quite right, like you're missing sales, or people are returning things, or a product isn't getting to market, or the supply chain something is broken along the way, or you're not able to get in touch with the right people to solve a problem. Anything that's broken, make sure that you take it and you look at it from a standpoint of where have I misaligned myself and perhaps put energy that's not appropriate onto that thing. And so you want to break agreement with, like, saying things like, nobody's ever going to like this, or this supplier X always messes up, or they're never going to get this order right, or, this will probably take weeks to get here. Those kinds of things, coming into alignment with that, means something. It's not just words that you say. And so you want to make sure that when you're doing all of these cleansing things, break agreement with words like that. Break agreement with that kind of energy that you're putting toward it. Come out of it, break the power that it has over you and over your business, and then reverse it. I bless the shipment, that it's going to appear absolutely correct. It's going to be on time. It's going to be in perfect shape, not damaged. All of these things, whatever you want to do, you can set angels up. Make sure that you get angels all the way from when I click buy on Amazon to where the people pull it off the shelves at the warehouse and box it into the packaging and then put it on the truck or plane or whatever it takes and deliver it to me, and however many times it needs to change. We're going to set angels up all along those ways, especially if it's for your business, and you're depending on receiving stuff in a timely manner and not damaged and everything else that we're expected to have, right? So make sure that you do that, and think about those kinds of things, and think about what you're coming into alignment and agreement with, and make sure that that's all cleansed up, ready to go. You're operating in kingdom principles, because there is the principle of, there's a spiritual a principle or law or whatever. It's just the way the universe works, is that your words are things, your thoughts are things, and they do affect what goes on in the spirit realm and in your business. So make sure that those gateways, portals, interfacing points are all cleansed, shored up, open where they should be open, nice and clean, closed where they should be closed. Okay, so close those gates that would cause damage or harm or ruination. Anyone trying to get a virus in there. It's like a a protection for your computer, a virus. But close the gates where the enemy would poke at you and say, "Oh, this is never going to work. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are? Maybe you should just go get a job." All of these things that the enemy would put into you. Make sure you close all of those gates. And the triggers that we have, like, customers who just repeatedly can't get it together, or clients who are always on customer service trying to get something sorted out. They're doing their best. You always have to think that they're just doing their best, and send angels to help them or something, because those little triggers that take you off your throne of rest will it causes more consternation and more roadblocks to you getting done what you need to get done, your productivity, your efficiency, your effectiveness, all of those things, when those triggers aren't closed or cleansed or removed or whatever needs to happen. So think about those things. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing, but another thing that I do is, there's not a particular order, there's not a formula, but one of the other things I do is cover things in gold. So I buy gold from Father's storehouse, and how I get the things, what I buy it with is, I buy it with my attitude, I buy it with the sacrifice of praise, I buy it with the little gifts that He gives me sometimes when I'm in my prayer time. I've gotten crowns and scepters and armor and orbs and dresses and robes and just multiple things that you get when you're in the spirit realm. Well, I cash those in and buy gold so that I can cover everything in gold. I create a gold Faraday cage, which stops any frequency-based weapons that can come against my business, come against my technology, especially the technology. Obviously I've got this low internet issue going on, but it'll be resolved in God's timing, and my new studio will be here, and I'll be back on interviewing all of these amazing guests that I can't wait to talk to, and we'll be doing that. So I'll cover all of that stuff in gold. Where anything that needs to be protected, like I have a motorhome that I inherited from my grandma, and so I cover it in gold and protect it from any mice and spiders and mold and mildew and wetness and whatever else can go wrong with it while it's in storage. So I do that. But as far as the business, though, everything gets covered in gold. I probably haven't covered my pens. I should do that. I should cover my pens in gold. Maybe they'll write better notes. I don't know. Anyway, so that's another thing you can do. I just wanted to open your eyes to what goes on in the spirit realm in your business, because it is a big deal. And essentially, you have to remember that when you're doing kingdom business, you are taking territory in the spirit realm. That is what establishing a business is literally taking territory. And you're saying, this is going to be mine. This piece of the marketplace is going to be mine. And it's not a competition where if trying to just compete with other people. This has been assigned to me, and I am going to do what God tells me to do to take it, to go to claim the territory, right? Like the Israelites were given the land, but they had to go in and take it, So anyway, that's what you have to do in the spirit realm. I think that is all I wanted to say today. Hopefully that is helpful. If there's something else I think of, I might have to shoot a little bit more, but maybe I'll just save it for another day. I think that's just going to have to be it. All right, you guys, I can't wait to get back in the studio and get back online and chatting and interacting with you guys and seeing all of your faces and your posts and everything. And I appreciate your support. I really, really, really do. It's just incredible, the amazing people who contact me, who PM me and email me, and I get to hear their story, and I get to hear what we've put out in the internet and the airwaves, how it's affected them. And so I love that, because that's why I do this, is to make a difference, to help somebody out, to help release voices. So if there's anything that I can help with, just let me know. And the big reveal for my new masterclass is coming soon. Been working on it. I need to get more copywriting and lesson planning angels on the board. I think they're just it's just me. I've been dealing with distractions. I need to close down my distraction gateways. Other things going on in my life that distract me from business. That never happens. Anyway, all right, you guys, I gotta land this plane. So this is Newby on a Rock. All right, you guys, until next time, stay spirit-centered. Peace out.
Spirit-centered business, spiritual principles, and business principles combined. If you're ready to align your destiny and discover the destiny of your business, join us. We are entrepreneurs, leaders, and business professionals who take the power of the spirit realm in our business seriously. We go beyond just consuming information. We participate, activate, and engage the supernatural with unbelievable results. If you want to gather with like-minded business professionals to activate spiritual principles and mastermind creative solutions to business challenges, Spirit-Centered Business is your tribe. Go to spiritcenteredbusiness.com to become a member today. Thank you for listening to Spirit-Centered Business with Bralynn Newby. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. The next stage of doing business by being spirit-centered is coming together in collaboration, working with spiritual principles and knowing our destiny. Join our tribe at spiritcenteredbusiness.com, and we'll catch you on the next broadcast. Peace out.